Imagine a future where stealth isn't just about radar evasion, but complete information dominance. Where fighter jets don't just fly faster or shoot farther, they outthink the enemy before the enemy even knows what's coming. That's not science fiction. That's the vision behind the British-led 6th-generation combat aircraft known as Tempest. Tempest isn't just a fighter jet. It's an entire combat air system being developed under the Future Combat Air System or FCAS program, spearheaded by the United Kingdom in collaboration with Italy, Japan, and Sweden. First unveiled at the 2018 Farnborough International Airshow, Tempest represents not just a leap in military aviation, but a redefinition of air warfare as we know it. It's a response to rapidly changing global threats, rising peer adversaries, and the aging fleets of fifth-generation fighters. At its core, the Tempest is being designed to replace the Eurofighter Typhoon sometime after 2035. But this isn't just about replacing an aircraft, it's about reshaping the UK's aerospace industry and maintaining sovereign defence capabilities in an era increasingly dominated by advanced drones, hypersonics, and artificial intelligence. Tempest, therefore, is not just a jet. It's a symbol, a statement that the UK and its allies are not just staying in the game, but aiming to lead it. Let's talk about the aircraft itself. Physically, the Tempest is sleek, angular, and unmistakably stealthy. It features a delta-wing design with all-moving vertical stabilizers. Some renderings even suggest possible removal of the tail altogether, indicating a tailless design for maximum stealth. The overall geometry minimizes radar cross-section, and advanced materials are planned to absorb or deflect radar waves. Tempest is projected to fly at supersonic speeds, but speed isn't its primary feature. Maneuverability, stealth, payload capacity, and most importantly, the integration of cutting-edge electronics and software define this aircraft. One of the defining features is its open systems architecture. That means the Tempest is being built from day one to easily integrate new software, new sensors, new weapons, and even new mission capabilities. Unlike current aircraft, where upgrades can take years and millions in costs, Tempest aims for plug-and-play modularity, ensuring rapid adaptability to threats and mission profiles. Powering this beast will be a next-generation propulsion system co-developed by Rolls-Royce. It's not just about thrust. These engines are expected to generate massive amounts of onboard electrical power, potentially 3 to 4 times more than a conventional fighter engine. Why? Because Tempest will need to support power-hungry systems like directed energy weapons, next-gen radar, and advanced computing systems. This isn't just about flying fast. It's about flying smart, with sensors, weapons, and AI capabilities that work together seamlessly. Speaking of AI, this is where Tempest becomes a true game changer. Tempest will feature an AI copilot or combat cloud, an advanced artificial intelligence system designed to assist or even take over from the human pilot during complex missions. The goal is to reduce cognitive load, allowing the human pilot to focus on decision-making, while the AI handles everything from threat analysis to optimal flight paths to electronic warfare tasks. This isn't just a smarter HUD or better autopilot, it's real-time machine decision-making that adjusts dynamically to battlefield conditions. And Tempest won't fly alone. It's being designed to work alongside swarming drones, called loyal wingmen, which can scout ahead, jam enemy radar, or engage threats while the manned aircraft stays at a safer distance. These drone companions will be semi-autonomous and could be sacrificial, overwhelming enemy defenses with sheer volume or complex behavior. In this way, Tempest becomes the quarterback of a networked team of air assets, rather than a lone wolf. It's about data fusion, teamwork, and digital battlefield awareness. Data, in fact, is the lifeblood of the Tempest system. The aircraft will feature advanced multi-spectral sensors, synthetic aperture radar, and infrared search and track systems that will feed data into an AI-driven fusion engine. This creates a real-time, 360-degree picture of the battlespace, not just for the Tempest pilot, but shared instantly with allied forces through secure digital links. This ability to dominate the information domain is what will define sixth-generation combat. Another revolutionary feature being explored is wearable cockpit technology. Instead of traditional displays, pilots could rely on helmet-mounted augmented reality, haptic feedback systems, and even voice or gesture controls. Think of it as flying with a virtual cockpit that follows you, freeing up space, reducing weight, and making the cockpit truly customizable per mission or user preference. Then there's the concept of cyber resilience. Tempest is being designed from the ground up to resist cyber attacks, not just physical threats. With so much onboard computing, data links, and artificial intelligence, cybersecurity is a top concern. This means Tempest will be hardened against jamming, spoofing, malware, and other electronic warfare tactics that could compromise lesser aircraft. Weapons-wise, Tempest is expected to carry a range of kinetic and non-kinetic weapons. These include beyond visual range air-to-air missiles, precision air-to-ground munitions, and potentially directed energy weapons like lasers or microwave emitters. It could even support hypersonic weapons in the future. The internal weapons bay allows it to maintain stealth while armed, but the modular design means it can also carry external payloads for non-stealth missions. Now let's talk about the partners. Originally a British-only endeavor, Tempest evolved into an international partnership. Italy's Leonardo and Japan's Mitsubishi Heavy Industries have officially joined the effort under what's now called the Global Combat Air Program, or GCAP. This collaboration merges technological expertise, reduces development cost, and aligns geopolitical interests across Europe and the Indo-Pacific. Sweden's Saab is also contributing, though it remains more cautiously engaged. This partnership allows for not only shared development, but shared production and future export potential, key to keeping the Tempest program financially viable over the long term. The UK's Base Systems is leading the airframe development. Rolls-Royce is handling propulsion. Leonardo is focusing on the electronics and sensors. MBDA will likely provide advanced missile integration. Mitsubishi brings expertise from its FX program, which is now being merged with Tempest. Each partner nation sees this program not only as a defense priority but an industrial catalyst for decades to come. Timelines. The demonstrator is expected to fly by 2027. A full-scale, manned prototype that will test flight characteristics, AI systems, engine performance, and radar signature. Operational service is targeted around 2035, with full deployment likely extending into the 2040s. This means Tempest will be flying into a future that looks very different from today's threat landscape, one likely dominated by drones, satellite warfare, cyber attacks, and AI-powered weapons. Now, let's consider the broader impact. Tempest isn't just a jet, it's a massive investment in future capability. It supports thousands of high-tech jobs across partner nations. It drives innovation in fields like machine learning, material science, and quantum computing. It also ensures that NATO-aligned nations have a sovereign alternative to American or Chinese platforms, a crucial factor in today's complex geopolitical arena. And while the F-35 remains a dominant fifth-generation jet today, it's expensive, software-heavy, and often difficult to upgrade. Tempest's modular architecture and openness to innovation give it a flexibility that the F-35 struggles with. More importantly, Tempest could be cheaper over its life cycle, especially for nations that want cutting-edge performance without total dependence on American defense firms. Critics have pointed out the risks, of course. Developing a sixth-gen fighter is enormously expensive. Managing multinational collaboration is complex. And with the speed of technological change, there's always the risk that the final product will be outdated before it even enters service. But the program has already received billions in funding, and with rising threats from China, Russia, and elsewhere, there's little choice but to innovate or fall behind. To summarize, Tempest isn't about flashy dogfighting maneuvers or cinematic stealth kills. It's about reshaping the very nature of air superiority. It's about staying hidden, striking precisely, and dominating the electromagnetic and informational spectrum. It's about leading a digital air war where milliseconds count and knowledge is more lethal than firepower. If successful, the Tempest won't just be another fighter in the sky. It will be a force multiplier. A brain in the clouds. A platform that connects pilots, drones, satellites, and ground forces into a single, responsive war machine. And perhaps most importantly, it's a symbol of ambition, of resilience, and of technological leadership in an increasingly contested world. So the next time you hear the roar of a jet overhead, imagine what comes next. It won't just be about speed or fire. It'll be about outsmarting, outmaneuvering, and outlasting the enemy. The future of aerial warfare is coming, and it's called Tempest.